Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Canelo Alvarez is carrying the pay-per-view alone. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. In Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo, the gate will exceed $20 million on fight night. This is according to Keith Idec Boxing. He states Showtime's president Stephen Espinosa said at the final press conference that Canelo Charlo gate will exceed $20 million Saturday night. That will be Showtime's third $20 million plus gate, an event for the past 5 months at T-Mobile Arena. So you see that this is the third boxing event this year at T-Mobile Arena that surpassed $20 million gate. Obviously, if you don't know, the other ones are Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, and now Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. All three of those fights will have $20 million gates. Now, what's interesting is Canelo Alvarez is doing this all on his own. He's carrying this all on his own, putting it all on his back. You see, even Jermell Charlo is a guy who's never sold a damn wing dinner. We understand that. He's a good fighter. He's talented. He's undisputed. He's all of those things. But the man ain't never sold a damn wing dinner. He doesn't have a huge following. None of that. None of that. So we understand even Jermell Charlo, during this press conference tour, this man who's normally loud, obnoxious, talking trash, going over the top, he's been quiet, respectful, and reserved. So he's not even selling the pay-per-view from that viewpoint. It's still all Canelo Alvarez. Every headline comes off Canelo, and Jermell Charlo is literally adding nothing to the fight when it comes to sales. Let's just be honest and unbiased. Canelo's carrying this alone. And unlike the Tank Davis-Ryan Garcia fight, Canelo Alvarez doesn't have a social media TikTok star in Ryan Garcia to fight to help sell the fight with him. He doesn't have that. Unlike Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, this is not a super fight. Boxing doesn't view this as a super fight. This is not a fight people have been waiting 5 years to see. This is not that. So Canelo Alvarez is fighting at all the disadvantages and selling this all by himself, and he was still able to come up with the $20 million gate and compete with those two other fights. It's clear who the face of boxing is. The guy who can do it all on his own. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.